this is a big story for us tonight, ladies and gentlemen. As you may or may not be aware, there's a countdown, of course, every year for the East Coast and for the West Coast, and we realized that somebody has got to start giving the Central Time Zone their own New Year's countdown. No one else was doing it. Everyone else was too busy. Well, this show cares, so we decided we're going to have a Central Time Zone New Year's countdown for that entire part of the country that, that gets completely overlooked.
Well, that's one of the reasons you insisted on having a 12:30 show.
Exactly.
When they said, you can have a show, you said, it's got to be 12:30.
And they said, but seriously, don't you want a sitcom right after Seinfeld? And I went, no, not necessary.
I got to set things right.
And they said, but you're incredible talent. And I said, oh, please. 12:30 at night, that's fine for me.
But it is true. It is true, because I grew up in Illinois, and it always seemed like such a jip, you know, because Dick Clark's New Year's Rocket Eve and the
and then it counts down.
And it's like it counts down, and, it counts down to 11 o'clock.
That's no fun.
It's nothing. It means nothing.
So we're going to take care of it tonight, and I think we're going to see a lot of results from this. I think the whole Midwest, that whole area of the country is going to owe us.
And the South, you know.
And the South, exactly. Well, folks, we're going to do that in just a little bit when it's the right time. But first, we'd like to salute those people in that part of the country with an informative and hopefully entertaining segment that we call Central Time Zone New Year's Celebration. Now, ladies and gentlemen, while many people praise our nation's East and West, there is much good to be found in our nation's middle. In fact, it's often true that the best part of anything is found in the middle. For example, the chewy center of a Tootsie Pop, Paul of Peter, Paul, and Mary, and finally, the rich caramel filling between the World Trade Center towers. It's an old truism.
Delicious. Well, you know, here's another great thing about the Central Time Zone. Many biblical scholars believe that the coming millennium, which arrives on New Year's Eve in the year 2000, well, they say it's going to mean Armageddon, the end of the world. Well, that means that the people in the Central Time Zone will have 1 extra hour to enjoy themselves while the Eastern Time Zone is totally destroyed. Here, watch this.
Gee, Dad, I sure am glad we live in the Central Time Zone.
Me too, son. 1 more hour of sweet family fun.
And it gets better. And now, ladies and gentlemen, now we have something that before tonight seemed like an impossible dream. Live from the exact center of the Central Time Zone at an abandoned farm near Butler, Missouri, singing a medley of Central Time Zone hits is our very own Carl Oldie Olson. Take it away, Oldie.
Hello, Central Time Zone. Are you ready to rock? Let's kick things off with a little Kansas. I close my eyes only for a moment and it's gone. Mississippi Queen, you know what I mean. Mississippi King, it's then really seen. 1, 2, 3,
All right, I think we probably heard enough. That was Carl Oldie Olson, everyone. Thanks very much, Oldie.
I never heard these tunes before. I don't know what the tunes are even.
He's got a beautiful singing voice.
The first one was good.
Yeah. You know, many people tend to take the Central Time Zone for granted. But did you ever wonder what it would be like if the Central Time Zone never existed? Take a look at this chilling scenario.
What'll it be, sir? Corn on the cob, please.
Oh, that doesn't exist, sir. Corn on the cob is grown in the central time zone, which doesn't exist. How about some cement on the cob?
Not so fast, Mabel. Cement was invented in St. Louis, Missouri, also in the central time zone, so it doesn't exist.
Neither do you, sir. You see, he was born and raised in Decatur, Illinois, which, need I say it, is also in the central time zone.
Boy, that really makes you think.
That was... Yeah, but it wasn't chilling at all. That's the least chilling thing I've seen in a long time.
You bite into some cement on the cob and then tell me it's not chilling.
All right, I'll back off. And now, ladies and gentlemen, let's go deep into the central time zone, way on down to Texas, to check out the New Year's... Oh, that's sad. To check out the New Year's Eve festivities with our star correspondent, Abe Vigoda. Abe?
Hello, Conan. I'm standing on stage in an American Legion Hall here in San Antonio, where we are about to see a local New Year's Eve tradition. The dramatic recreation of the Battle of the Alamo as presented by some of the area's most talented hamsters. Let's check it out.
That was really something. Thank you, Abe. But few people realize that the decisive part of the Battle of the Alamo was the intervention of the giant hand.
Giant hand, yeah. And if you ask me, I think a few gerbils snuck in there.
We'll check it out. Finally, let's go live via satellite to Chicago, Illinois. We're going there for real now. We got a typical New Year's Eve reveler standing by right there in Chicago in the heart of the central time zone. His name is Jack McAdams. Jack, how are things in Chicago?
Yeah, 98, 1998!
All right, that's great. So I guess you're all ready to help us ring in the new year for the central time zone, huh?
Yeah, Conan, I'm ready to help you party in the new year from the greatest city in the Union, Chicago! Yeah! Check it out, man. It's beautiful. You got behind me the Hancock. You got the Lake Michigan. You got the buildings there. You got a tree. This is where you want to be for a party, man.
Yeah, right.
You also got temperatures right now about 10 below. And you know what that gives you, Conan? Rock hard party nipples. Yeah!
Please don't do that again, all right?
Come on!
Stop it!
Can you hear it? Can you hear it? Man, I don't feel a thing!
Yeah. I will pay you to stop doing that.
Okay, buck up, my man!
All right, now, I just want to make sure you completely understand what's going to happen here tonight.
Conan, I know what I'm doing. I'm tossing back a ton of brew, and then I'm taking off all my clothes. Woo! I already wrote 97 on my chest. I don't know if you can see that. And then on my back, my girlfriend wrote 98. Check it out. Yeah. 98. Yeah. Woo, Chicago.
Yeah. It looks great. Now, here's what's going on, okay? Just so you know, I think you understand already, but it's standard procedure for network television to have a New Year's Eve countdown, which works for the Eastern and Pacific time zones. Now, this leaves out the Central time zone. They usually get the countdown an hour earlier, and our show is perfectly positioned in the Central time zone to fill the usual network void. Therefore, tonight, we've decided to take time out of our show to give the Central time zone the New Year's countdown they deserve.
We're getting drunk tonight!
think he gets it.
Yeah.
All right, well, you're positioned right in the heart of all the action. Is that correct?
Oh, no way, my man. No crowds for me tonight, Conan. I am the lone wolf. Yeah! I am flying solo, man. I don't need people dragging me down. I am doing what I want to do.
You didn't get invited to a party, did you?
No, I didn't, Conan.
Okay. Well, all right, now, when it's midnight in the Central Time Zone, we're going to check back in with you, okay?
It's midnight in the Central Time Zone. Yeah, 1998 midnight. Hey, 97, you can kiss my ass.
No, wait, no, it's not yet. I said when it is, we'll check in with you, okay?
Okay, gotcha, man. Sorry. 1998 Central Time Zone.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I think we're all set. This is historic. We're going to take a break, folks. When we come back, Molly Shannon's going to be with us and the big Central Time Zone countdown. Don't miss it. We'll see you in a second.